Grill This, Smoke That is brought to you by Furtado Farms. For all your outdoor cooking needs, they're your premium source for cookwood. Whether it's pellets, chips, chunks, or logs, they've got you covered. Visit furtadofarms.ca for more info.
Kettleman's Bagels is proud to support Grill This, Smoke That. Kettleman's, makers of wood-fired Montreal-style bagels using only premium ingredients. With 3 Ottawa locations, Kettleman's menu is available 24/7, 365 days a year. Grill This, Smoke That is generously supported by Oven Brothers, makers of handcrafted Canadian-made wood-burning outdoor ovens for inspired chefs. Visit us at ovenbrothers.ca. Oven Brothers, from our family's backyard to yours.
It's dessert time, Dino. I'm looking forward to this, Chef. What are we making?
Yule log. Christmas
Yule log.
favorites. So I made it really simple this year. So the ingredients are easy. It's just simply pour it all into one bowl, mix it up, bake it, and that's it. Once it comes out, roll it out spread out a little bit of the pudding. Now you can make your own pudding, or you can buy some pre-made pudding. Your choice. This is homemade. And then put that in the center because chocolate is good.
Oh, I love chocolate.
And then I've got a cream cheese peanut butter icing to go with it.
So
the combination is fantastic and it's nice and easy.
So we're gonna make a cake.
So we're making a cake. So all we gotta do is go ahead and put all of these ingredients in together. So we got some flour.
Come on over here next to me, Dino, and put the ingredients together.
So we got a little bit of flour.
A little flour.
Some cocoa powder. Right?
Cocoa. I love cocoa powder.
And then we got some baking powder in there. A little bit of salt.
And that's what helps make the magic happen.
Oh yes, everything right. Now we're just going to mix it up together so that it's already partially mixed.
Lovely.
Okay. And then you got a little bit of oil that goes in there. And then you got some vanilla.
I love vanilla.
And then some sugar.
We actually have all kinds of vanilla candles up north. The elves burn it in the shop. It helps encourage them to be more productive. They are unionized now.
Oh, really?
It's a difficult situation for Santa, but he's getting through it.
And this one here is a vegan cake. There's no eggs in it. There's no dairy. It's just water.
Veganism.
Yes.
Veganism. So essentially, pretty much everybody can eat this.
Yeah.
All the boys and girls can have a good vegan cake, and you really won't miss the eggs, apparently.
No, you won't. It'll be nice and moist, you'll see.
Look at that.
So
That's
very,
beautiful.
Very simple.
Let me move that away from you. Nice and smooth, great consistency. That's lovely. So essentially, we're going to move all of that. Need a spatula?
Please.
There you go, Chef.
So there you go. Scrape it all up. Now we want it to be nice and thin because we don't want it to be too thick for when you roll it. It'll be too difficult and it'll just break.
Right.
So having it nice and thin helps out with that. So scrape all that goodness out.
Can't waste anything.
Oh no.
This is chocolatey goodness here, Chef.
Yes, sir.
We cannot let anything waste.
And then we'll just spread that out into our pan.
A nice, even layer. And what you're doing is you're actually making one of these.
Exactly. That's what it is.
So essentially, how hot in the oven?
You want it to be actually pretty hot. You still want a good 325, 350 degrees. But it won't take very long because it's so thin.
Right.
You're probably looking at about 5 to 7 minutes for it to bake. So it's pretty quick.
Very quick, very easy. Everything in one bowl.
Everything in one bowl.
So it makes it very simple for your elves to duplicate this.
Oh, of course.
How many elves do you have?
I have one elf.
And what is your elf's name?
Andrew Sasaki's fantastic.
Well, it's always good to have a helper elf.
It is.
You can never have enough helper elves. Seriously. Need helper elves. So we give it a nice, even application. And then we're going to take this wonderful creation and we're going to take it to the next level.
Yes. So this is actually half of that. You'll see that that's half of the pan itself. So this makes 2 full cakes or 1 really big one, depending of how big your family is.
I'd rather have one really big cake.
Depends how big your family
I'd
is.
sit down, I'd have a candy cane in one hand, a little hot cocoa in the other, and maybe Mrs. Claus could feed me some of this Yule log cake. You think that would? I don't know. No, she's off camera. She's saying that's not going to happen. She's not feeding me Yule log cake. I've got to eat it myself. I'm sorry, Mrs. Claus. I understand. My apologies. All right.
So there you go.
So that is ready for the oven.
Yes, sir.
So we can put that right over here. And I'd love to see you. That can go right there.
Right there.
I'd love to see you actually roll this out.
Okay.
Tell me what that Yule log is supposed to happen.
Okay, so very, very simple once again. Just spread it on. Like any little child at home with their parents can go ahead and do this, so you can get the whole family involved if you wanted to, you know.
Right.
And again, it's just spreading it out, right? So whether it's a homemade pudding or made it, you know, from just a store-bought Jello pudding kind of idea, it doesn't matter so much.
Because really, the object of the game here is fun, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
It's got to be something fun that you can enjoy with your family and put together. It's a lovely dessert, and it's a simple dessert if you follow the right steps.
Yeah, because we get intimidated by a lot of these store-bought, looks fancy cakes and all that, when really it's not that difficult.
Once you learn the technique.
That's all that it is, right?
Right.
So here I have just a little bit of plastic wrap, and I'm just going to roll it together by folding it up a little bit,
Okay.
like that. And I fold it onto
So
itself.
you're doing,
it's
you're
okay
doing
if
like
it
a
cracks.
little roll.
That's it. And it's okay if it cracks because it's all going to be put together
And you'll be able
tighten
to
up.
hide all the cracks
Oh,
with
definitely,
frosting.
with the frosting.
And
on
you
it.
know what? Let's hope it cracks, because the cracks can be filled with frosting.
Absolutely.
And what's better than that?
So there you go. So now your log is basically done. Now, normally what I would do is I'd go ahead and I'd leave this in the refrigerator for a few hours to even overnight, so
Right.
that the pudding kind of sets into the cake a little bit.
Okay.
And then this way it makes it a little bit easier to manipulate afterwards.
Right.
But you see how easy that was?
That's
That was just
lovely.
rolling it up.
That's beautiful.
Like so.
And that can go directly on a
Directly
plate.
onto the plate.
And we
Yeah.
can put that in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're ready to actually set it all up, we can set it up.
Exactly.
There you go, Chef. That's lovely. My
Mind
God.
grabbing this around, right? Thank you so much.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, I can't just have one cake.
You
I think we should take that other one to the grill.
I think we should also.
All right, let's go to the grill. It's time to bake a cake. Now, beautiful cake. We don't want any smoke. No smoke, just heat. So we're using charcoal and no flavoring woods. We're going to bake that up, and we'll see you back at the table.